Hello, everybody. I'm back. It's Thursday night. Why wouldn't I be here? Where are you? My camera went a little, little bonkers. There we go. Just a wee bit bonkers. But it looks good now, right? My light's staying on. I was having some trouble with it a little while ago. Light, not light, light, not light. But anyway, we're here. We'll wait for some other people to show up. All right, let's get started. Bananas. Bananas are supposed to be good for you. I love me bananas. I love me some peanut butter and banana sandwiches. You can cut them up, put them on bread, lather some peanut butter on there, squish them together. You can eat it that way. I cheat a lot of times. Just get a jar of peanut butter, zoop, 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 peel a banana, spoon, 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 gone. I don't know why it tastes so good, but it does. And bananas are supposed to be good for you. So, I discovered through my social media accounts, which, by the way, Minutes with Milo have Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. I used to have Snapchat. Don't even go there. Not worth it. YouTube, of course, duh. What else? Reddit. I'm on Reddit. So, now that you know where to find me, you can always find me here Thursday nights, 9 o'clock. Where was I going with all that? Found out about a humongous banana. But isn't it really a banana? It looks like a banana, but it's huge. And it's called the Hua Moa. Huamoa. So we're going to learn a little bit about it tonight. I can't grow one here. It's not warm enough. Now, if you had a greenhouse, you probably could. And I say that for 2 or 3 years, I grew a couple of the avocado trees in the house. I currently grow pineapples in the house. Right now, they're sitting out on the front porch. Now, it's getting kind of cool for them, but during the summertime, it's perfect. So now it's getting kind of cool. I have to end up bringing them in the house when it gets, the nights start getting down close, to the 50s probably. But the avocado trees, they did really well, kept them in big pots. Of course, they never produced fruit, but they don't like anything below 40 degrees. Come to find out, this Hua Moa plant doesn't either. It's a tropical plant, just like, I guess, a regular banana tree. All right. So the image that I have, if you happen to see it, I was running quite late tonight, but the image I put out there as my YouTube thumbnail is an AI rendering of it. I don't know. I know if you've watched any of these videos, always here lately have been generating my thumbnails, my little pictures via AI. Right now I'm using Gemini. Why? I still can't get Grok to work on this computer. I don't know why. So anywho, I generate them, I think, in my mind, because they're, I hope, royalty free. Okay, so as I understand it, Gemini gathers this information and it draws the image at my request. So I don't know if I own it, but I requested it. It drew it. I downloaded it. I changed it to a JPEG because it comes as a PNG file. Change it to a JPEG. Change its size a little bit. Hopefully, make it fit the YouTube dimensions a little better. So anyway, that's not a real one. I have every time I go through this, and it's not just Gemini, it's Grok. You can't get the stupid thing to draw my stupid description of the picture. First off, it was just drawing regular bananas. But anyway, finally got it to do that. It overlaid the name on it. I slapped it out there. So my brain gets technique. But they're about 10 inches long. And we'll look at some real pictures of them here. Not AI generated pictures. So that you can get an idea of what they're actually like. And the size. I guess what what it shows there is actually pretty close to what the size of it would be in real life. But we're going to look at Everglades Farms. It's a place that sells these plants. Okay? And Hua Moa, it's a wine plantation plant. Now, we'll learn about the history a little bit. It's not, they grow it in Hawaii. You can grow it in California. You can grow it in Florida. You can grow it in parts of Texas. I'll show you the map. If you're interested in it, you might want to move or get a greenhouse. You could do both. I'm not going to judge you. If you want to grow this plant, more power to you. So, 36-inch tall, 9-inch wide, Hua Moa, 2 to 3 feet and 3 gallon. It's in a 3-gallon bucket. They were selling for 110. Now they were 75, and now this place is out of stock. Okay, so why would you want to? Let's look at some of the key features that they say. Here's just some of the little pictures. See, the problem that I have with these, they don't give you any scale. They don't give you, like I had to have the Gemini draw the plant in a man's hand so that you could get a scale to it. Because you just see it on the table, it doesn't mean anything to you. So this one, these are grown in Florida. Large broad leaves produce fragrant, medium-sized flowers and yield sweet, creamy fruit with a unique flavor profile. The Hua Moa banana plant from Florida requires special care, including protection from cold temperatures and consistent moisture, and thrives in warm, humid conditions. So the summer here is perfect for that. If you could just, you've got to mimic that during the wintertime. They thrive in well-drained, rich soil with consistent moisture, requires full sun to partial shade, tolerant to temperatures between 65 and 95, benefit from balanced fertilizer every 6 weeks, should be pruned to remove dead leaves and promote airflow. So, they have a picture of its map where you can grow it. And you can tell that it is, California, Texas, Louisiana, maybe Mississippi, I don't know, Florida, all down south, which really is kind of strange. Let's look and see, can I open that? All right, so I could open it, and I did open it in another. Look how high it goes. This is something I don't understand. Excuse me. Why can it go so high up the United States in the west, but you don't see anything above South Carolina? Looks like maybe in parts. I was late too, Garthog. Don't worry about it. You're just a few minutes behind me. But we're talking about the Hua Moa plant. And let me show you the. Do I have a? No, no. Let me show you a picture of it. So this is what I saw originally, and it's just, it's huge. It's like a banana. Now, I don't think, maybe they did use children's hands. I don't know. Oh, go back. Oh no, I've lost it. Where'd it go? Hang on your hide. There we go. Maybe they did use kids' hands. This looks like maybe kids' hands. Uh, I don't know, but still, the fruit is humongous. And I don't know about the plant. I'd like to try to get a little more. I know it's a huge nanner. Nah, 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 nah. I never knew this thing existed until, I don't know, when was it? A few hours ago. I mean, when I was trying to figure out what I want to do for the show. But see, none of these images that we're seeing here, like this, it doesn't give you any kind of scale. Now, yeah, this looks big. Can you see where did that go? This one over here. Let me scoop that over for you. So this one looks pretty good size, but still you don't have anything to reference it by. And the plant, they just don't make it so you can see its size. That's still, see, that's the same old picture. Same old picture. But back to my original quandary on this thing is you don't see it that far up on the East Coast, but look how far it is on the West Coast. I mean, it grows and grows and grows all over there, but not on the East Coast. I'm sorry. I was moving that one around. It wasn't moving. Okay. So it doesn't grow real good over here on the East Coast like it does over here on the West Coast. I wish my screen would do what I'm doing over there without me having to move it all the time. I don't know whatever happened to that ratio, but what you guys see and what I see on my screen is totally different. All right, let's get rid of that. We'll go back. It reaches up to 10 inches long and 4 inches wide. They have a distinctive, almost rectangular shape which sets them apart from the typical banana. So, I've talked about this a little bit on the show before, is how do you describe taste to someone? In written form, I can't imagine how you tell somebody. So they're going to tell you what the flavor profile is. This variety is celebrated for its sweet and creamy flavor. I thought creamy would be more of like, yeah, it's edible. Yep. I'm going to look and see if it's any more nutrition than, a banana. You'd think that somewhere I read, and we'll look it up, touch on it, and it's a banana family, but it's not the same banana like you'd buy in a grocery store. But sweet and creamy flavor. Creamy to me is a texture, not a flavor. Making it a delightful choice for both fresh consumption and cooking. The green fruit can be boiled. All right, read more. And mashed, resembling mashed potatoes, which is unique culinary use. All right, so its climate, it thrives in warm, humid climates and are sensitive to cold. They prefer temperatures between 60 and 95, should be protected from temperatures below 50. Full to partial shade, fertilization, protection from wind, spacing. The Hua Moa plant is a rewarding choice for gardeners in suitable climates, offering a unique culinary possibilities and a striking presence in the garden. With proper care and attention to its growing condition, it can thrive and produce delicious fruits. So I asked Gemini to kind of give me, where is it from? Kind of give me, I don't know if you'd say a history or not, but let's see what it says. So the Hua Moa banana is known for its impressive size, it goes without saying, often growing up to 10 inches long, 4 inches in width, and can weigh over a pound. My goodness. Its shape is short, thick, and somewhat blocky with a creamy, dense mixture and a supple, slightly tart flavor reminiscent of berries. Could be a pawpaw. Have I discussed pawpaws on the show before? I'm pretty sure I have, because I love me some pawpaws. Love some pawpaws. While it's botanically a banana, it is closely related to the plantains and can be used with both green, starchy, and ripe, sweet form. When unripe, it is often cooked like a plantain, excellent for dishes like tostones, fried slices. When fully ripe, it can be eaten fresh as a sweet dessert banana. The plant itself is a pseudostem that can reach 10 to 14 feet high, and it requires a hot, humid climate, sensitive to cold. We know that. It originated in Polynesia, possibly on the Marquise Islands, and it was spread through the South Pacific by indigenous people and became very popular in Tahiti and Hawaii. Today it is also cultivated in subtropical regions with suitable climates, such as South Florida. Production in some areas like Florida has faced challenges due to diseases and hurricanes, which has made it somewhat rare and endangered variety. So I asked it if it had a better nutrition than a banana. Based on its characteristics, the Hua Moa banana's nutritional content is more similar to a plantain than a standard dessert banana. So maybe we need to know what a plantain is. I think I want to know what a plantain is. What is a plantain? All right. A plantain is a tropical starchy fruit related to a banana. They are typically larger and firmer than bananas and are often used in cooking rather than eaten raw. Plantains can be prepared in various ways, including baking, boiling, frying, grilling, or steaming, and they taste sweeter when ripe. A banana. They are rich in complex carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals, making them a staple food in many cultures. All right, so, dude, looks like a banana to me. When green, plantains are bland and starchy, much like a yucca root or potato. Medium ripe plantains are yellow or yellow dappled with black, and they are slightly sweet. When the skins turn almost black, let's see what it says. See, those look like bananas, people. Close related to common banana, believed to be native to Southeast Asia. Frying them. When ripe, plantains are black with a flavor that some people describe as similar to a banana, but not as sweet. Most people prefer to cook them even at this stage. So they look like large bananas. They're technically fruit, but much like the tomato and unlike the banana, they are eaten and cooked as if they were a vegetable. Harder to peel, especially when green, than bananas. Plantains cannot be eaten raw. They must be cooked and are an important part of Central and South America, Caribbean, African, and Southeast Asia cuisines. No thank you. Plantains are very versatile and typically inexpensive. They are always ready for cooking no matter what stage of ripeness, green, yellow, or black, and used in a variety of dishes from appetizers to desserts. They just need to be peeled when raw. But you said you can't eat them raw. Oh my gosh. They're so confusing. All right, so where was it I was reading that? Temperature to Gemini. There's where we were. Based on its characteristics, the Hua Moa banana nutritional content's more similar to a plantain, okay, than a standard dessert banana, like the Cavendish. Vitamins and minerals. Hua Moa bananas are a fantastic source of several essential nutrients. They are particularly rich in vitamin A and vitamin C and contain a significant amount of potassium, which is crucial for heart health and muscle function. They are also a good source of vitamin B6 and magnesium. So I wonder where you can buy them. I've never seen one at Walmart or Food City. The main difference lies in the type of carbohydrates. While a regular banana carbs are more primarily from sugars, the Hua Moa and other plantains have more of their carbohydrates from starch, especially when unripe. This makes them a great source of complex carbohydrates and dietary fiber. Per 100 grams, both types of fruit have a similar number of calories. However, because Hua Moa bananas are much larger, a single fruit will have a significantly higher calorie count. The higher starch content when unripe also means they have a lower glycemic index than ripe dessert bananas, which is beneficial for managing blood sugar levels. But, I mean, if you're a diabetic and you want to eat a banana and get the taste of it, this wouldn't be a good substitute because it doesn't taste like a banana. What I can understand, I mean, it does say it's similar. Maybe it would be close enough. In summary, while both are very healthy, the Hua Moa banana offers a richer profile of certain vitamins and minerals, and its higher starch content provides a sustained energy source, making it a valuable addition to a healthy diet. Let's see. What is it? I can't. I've said it so many times I don't even. Hua Moa. Let's see if it tells me where I can buy it. Finding fresh Hua Moa fruit can be a bit challenging. It's not typically sold in major grocery stores like a common banana. However, it is available from specialized sellers, particularly those located in tropical regions where it's grown. Duh. If I lived in one of those areas, I'd just grow my own, maybe. Online specialty fruit vendors. Let's see what one costs. Hua Moa fruit for sale. Miami fruit pre-order. Maybe they're not right now. Cody Cove Farm and Nursery. Let's just try the Miami fruit. Let's see what they. Now, see, that other one was selling the plant. Hua Moa banana pre-order, $177, a large box. Oh, don't pop up those things. They're available right now for pre-order. When processing a pre-order, this means the fruit you have ordered is not currently in season or is extremely limited in season. Your pre-order holds your place in line on the wait list when Hua Moa bananas come into season and are ready to harvest from the trees. You'll receive your order as soon as possible. Mhm. Ensure you are ripening bananas at 70 degrees Fahrenheit or above. Always go by softness and ease of peeling. Once they are soft overall and easy to peel, enjoy. All right. Large box is 8 to 10 pounds. Rose bananas. Pre-order. They're 177. But, well, let's see. When is the season? When is the fruit ready to harvest? That's what we want to know. All right. Changing color. Okay. But give me a month. Well, it only takes them 12 to 14 months to produce fruit. It generally takes around 3 to 4 months for the bananas to mature and be ready to harvest, depending on temperature and fruit developing faster in hotter conditions. Here's a grow guide. Let's look at the grow guide. Why would they stick a regular banana in there? Come on, man. Blue bananas, praying hands bananas. Unlike other oversized cultivators that taste mediocre, the Hua Moa isn't just large, it's also delicious banana. This said, the Grow Guide will cover everything you need to know about the Hua Moa banana. Subscribe, click here. Do we have to buy it? Probably. Well, I don't know. That's a big old tree. Small to medium-sized banana tree usually average between 8 to 12 feet. That tree does. Will not grow well long-term in containers and would not be considered a condo banana. Due to the thick and sturdy pseudostems, Hua Moa bananas can tolerate mild to moderate winds. However, it's still best to avoid planting them in areas of frequent extreme winds. Why does banana colostrum count even matter? Sweetness and softness of banana textures increase. Creamy flavor again. Come on. It's a 1 pound banana. We know all this. We know all this. It doesn't say. So, apparently if you live in a place where you can grow it, it appears the fact that it would maybe produce year round if it was in the right climate. Nope, doesn't tell me. Well, that's very disappointing. Very disappointing. So I never knew these things existed, never saw one, never even knew they were there. So you have to special order them. Let's see what the Cody Cove Farm Nursery and Nursery has to say. $30. Inventory of bananas will be intermittent. You'll be notified when plants are available via email or text. We'll have 24 hours to make your purchase before we notify the next customer in line. Hua Moa is a variety that we are having diminishing excitement about as the plant growth was somewhat mediocre and the fruit bunches were small. Then we cooked some of the Hawaiian cooking banana and were blown away by the quality. The green fruit of this variety can be boiled, made into exquisite mashed potatoes. The quality of the green fruit is worlds away from any others we've tried yet. So that's a review. Sorry. It says out of stock. But I don't understand when it would be in stock. Nobody wants to say we expect to be, harvesting again in 2 weeks or 2 months or in June and July are the best times. Nobody wants to say that. I don't know why. Why does it have to be so daggone hard to find out when you can buy stupid Hua Moa plant or fruit? I don't understand. So apparently you can't get it at Walmart. You got to special order it. And it's maybe if I went to Florida, I know some people in Florida. Maybe, probably not. Get them to ship me one. I guess you could freeze it, buy it, freeze it, wrap it up nice, and send it. But you know how the U.S. mail is. Even though it's coming from Florida, you want to try a Duran fruit. What is a Duran fruit? I ask Garthog as I look it up. Is that a Duran fruit? Duran is a tropical fruit known for its distinctive smell, spiky exterior, and rich nutritional profile, often referred to as the king of fruits in Southeast Asia. It's a large fruit with a hard thorn-covering rind. It also grows 12 inches long and weighs 2 to 7 pounds. The color of its husk ranges from green to brown, while the flesh can be pale yellow to red. Wow. The fruit is infamous for its strong, pungent smell, which some people find delightful, while others find it off-putting. This odor has led to bans on Duran in certain public places, such as hotels and public transportations in Southeast Asia. Oh, called the corpse fruit. Do a YouTube review sometime. Hey, Robert, what's up? Well, where can you buy one of these corpse fruits at? Have you looked into it yet? Where to buy it? Huh. It doesn't look very nice. We talked one time, Garthok, about that. What's the brain fruit? It's a big thing. It's hard. We talked about that one other time, and I can't remember. You used to have one on property where you lived. All right, where to buy? Why did that go away? Where to buy the fruit? Osage orange? Was that it? I thought it had a more common name. Maybe it's just the brain fruit. Instacart, Food for Net, and then Amazon. It says exotic fruits in the U.S. Highly nutritious fruit grows in tropical regions, mainly in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. Wow. fruit box price is $90. But it doesn't say, you know, monkey brain fruit. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Monkey brain. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see if we can get us a picture. I know we've talked about it. Okay, hedge apple. Is that what you called it before? Is a hedge apple? Now I've noticed I've bought some stuff here lately off of Amazon and eBay, that kind of stuff. Have y'all noticed that shipping is just stupid, outrageous? And the things I ordered off of eBay, uh, yeah, hedge apple. So I ordered two things. There was some welding. I haven't touched on it on the show here, but I bought a TIG welder about 3 weeks ago, and I've been getting stuff for it. Anyway, if you've ever seen TIG welding, the filler is in a rod, and typically they're 3 feet long. So I ordered some, and I ordered some of the tungsten, and that's only like 6 inches long. Okay, so I ordered them both through eBay. They both came USPS. They both were from the Atlanta area. Okay, they shipped on the same day because I ordered them at the same time. I got one of them in like, I'm going to say 3 days. It was probably close to 2. The other one, it took a full week to get it. It went from Atlanta. Now, this is the United States Postal Service for you. It went from Atlanta to Texas. The only thing that I could figure out is it had to go some kind of stupid, out of the way place because the box was over, it was a 3 foot long box. I No, see, the other thing I bought, I'm sorry, it wasn't tungsten. It was some tips for the torch. Anyway, they came in an envelope, and it took them like 3 days to get here. The stupid rods, and it was 2 pounds, 3 feet long. They went to Texas. They went to Texas and then came to me from Texas. How stupid. How stupid. Hedge apples will wreak havoc on the lawnmower. Walnuts do the same thing. I gave up picking my walnuts up a few years back, and I like it when there's not a huge walnut season because then I don't sling them across the yard as much. But yeah, when there's a good harvest of walnuts, when the tree bears a lot of fruit. I don't think walnuts are fruit, but you know what I mean. Those things are everywhere, and you're riding over them. The tires are bouncing, the lawnmowers are rocking, and man, it hits those things. Sometimes it just scalps a little bit, and it just kind of goes cheek. And then sometimes they hit them square like a golf ball, and it goes blah 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 blah, and rolls around in my deck because I have the mulcher on. I don't blow it out. But anyway, hedge apples. Now, $91. My gosh. But shipping is outrageous. You can get them for $12, $13, and $26 to ship it. This one is $56 to ship it. It's eBay. That's so stupid. Stupid. Stupid, stupid. Where can you grow? Well, I mean, Mm, huh. All right, hedge apple. Did you ever eat one, Garthok? Did you? Did you? Did you? I think we're gonna have to pass on this carcass fruit or whatever you called it. Well, the Duran fruit. Mm, Osage orange. Yeah, that's it. No, no, I've lost it. Lost my mind. Lost my mind. Duran fruit. Yep, that was the one. Corpse fruit. I think we're gonna have to pass on that. I would like to try one of these daggone big bananas though. Hua Moa banana plant. All right, wasn't not gonna be a long show this evening. Last week I went nuts. Guy I work with, Craig, said you did an hour and whatever on Facebook Marketplace. And I said, yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do. I get tied up in those ads and laugh at them, and I just have to keep and find another one that's even more ridiculous than the first one. But if you didn't get to see last week's show, watch. You can watch it, but skip. If you get bored, skip to the end where I start looking at this house. It's a beautiful house in Johnson City. It's a beautiful house on the outside. It was at some point a beautiful house on the inside. Oh my gosh, I can't believe what people do to their homes. I, I just boggles my mind. Boggles my mind. Great make hedge apples make great wood stain. Well, so do walnuts. One time I took walnuts when they lay in the ground and you don't chop them up too much, they start to rot. The shell starts to rot, and that's where you get your stain. And what was it I had? A hatchet or something like that. That the handle was just kind of old worn wood, and I just took it out there and picked one up with a glove. I had a rubber glove on. Just picked one of those things up and started rubbing just the old rotted, husk all over the handle and saturated with that stuff and took it in, wiped it down with a paper towel in a minute. Perfect. Nice color. Yeah. Air freshener. Like oranges, lemons, boils, air freshener. Seriously, they stink. Yeah, it says he called it the corpse fruit, and they banned them in some places in where they have them that you can't, I guess, carry them on public transportation because they smell so bad. I don't know. If you live in subtropical climates such as South Florida or Hawaii, you may find the Hua Moa banana at a local farmer's market. Maybe I could fly to Hawaii for the channel, and get a Hua Moa plant or fruit. All right. Skipped around a little bit. Watch the last week's show, near the end. Check out that crazy house. Unbelievable what people do to it. Be careful when you're buying stuff online. Check the shipping because the item's $10 and it's $20 to ship the stupid thing. Blows my mind. And then they did such a poor job. I mean, sometimes I wouldn't mind, if shipping was a little higher and it got here in 2 days. But when it takes a week to get here and they charge you $20, that's stupid in my book. If you didn't fly it from or take it from Atlanta to Texas, it wouldn't be nearly as expensive, people. Anyway, make me so mad. Make me so mad. I want to spit. You make me so mad. I want to spit. All right. Well, thank you guys and gals for watching, showing up. Watch it later. Watch it live. Check back next week. Like, subscribe to the channel, and go through some of the old videos. If you haven't watched them, look at them. Find the ones you like. Leave me a comment about it. Maybe I'll do some more of those. All right. Well, it's my Friday. I'm sad to say tomorrow, midnight, I go on call. Oh well. It pays the bills. Toodaloo, yep. Roberto, man, thanks for coming. Carthog, thanks as always. See you guys later. All right, stop streaming.